Strikes between Israel and Iran continue to be fired as the conflict between the two countries reached its fifth day. Despite calls for a de-escalation, Iran persists that it acted in self-defense.
Israeli regime deliberately targeted the office of Iran's news agency during a live broadcast. This appalling attack constitutes a blatant war crime and a direct assault on press freedom. The Israeli regime has once again demonstrated that it is the foremost enemy of truth. It holds the disgraceful record of being the world's leading perpetrator of violence against journalists and media professionals. In response to this barbaric attack and aggression, Iran exercised its inherent right to self-defense in line with Article 51 of Charter. Our response was defensive, targeted, and proportionate.
In the margins of the G7 summit, French President Emmanuel Macron talked about the possibility of a ceasefire.
There is an offer that has been made, especially to have a ceasefire and to initiate broader discussions, and I think this is a very good thing.
However, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says that Israel has to remove any threat posed by Iran by any means possible.
We had the peace talks. We gave it a chance. We've, clenched our teeth. We did everything we could to enable President Trump to negotiate the desired result, and that would have been preferable for us and I think for everyone. But we saw in the course of the negotiations, while they were negotiating with the United States, the Supreme Leader of Iran, Ayatollah Khamenei, tweeted almost every day, "Death to Israel." The talks were merely a facade.
Meanwhile, protesters have called for peace between the countries.
Iranians have gathered here at the Toronto City Hall to call for a ceasefire and to ask for Israel's aggression, unprovoked aggression, to stop on Iran. We have families and loved ones back home who are being killed, and we want it to stop. We've seen what has happened in Gaza, in Lebanon, and we don't want the same thing to happen to Iran.
And as much as they've said that they're not hitting civilian targets, civilians are being hit. Unfortunately, what happens during war is that the truth starts getting a bit lost. So now we just want people to know that the Iranian people don't want this war. Our government, unfortunately, has also sparked this war. So as much as we're opposed to our government, we want to shed light that the people of Iran want peace. We just want to live in peace and freedom.
Meanwhile, Israel's military says it had killed Iran's wartime chief of staff, Ali Shatmani, who they identified as the country's most senior military commander. Bonolo Maribe, SABC News, Johannesburg.